And now it's time for another episode of Detective Self. Today's case, pick your poison.
He came in and started knocking him back just like he always does. Then all of a sudden, he fell over, dead as a doornail.
Perhaps this fella didn't know how to handle his booze. I remember when I was a young lad and just one swig of a foamy lager would send me puking my guts out.
Weren't you listening to him, Detective Self? He said he was a regular drinker at this bar.
He was always one of our most frequent lushes. This was no lightweight.
If you want to talk lightweights, you should have seen some of my fraternity brothers. A few beers in and they'd already be out cold. Talk about setting yourself up for a morning with a sore anus.
Detective Self, this is no time to reminisce about your college days. Clearly this man was poisoned and we need to find out who's responsible. Horace, did anyone else join this man at the bar?
Did he ever leave for the bathroom?
Or did he have any enemies? Was he ever involved in a bar fight?
I have a better question. Was he drinking an old-fashioned? I've always been partial to old-fashions. The kind of drink that really puts some hair on your chest.
Detective, please. Knowing the cocktail he ordered isn't going to help us.
Well then, if it wasn't a drink, then it had to be a vice of a different sort. Tell me, Horace, this man ever go home with women you wouldn't want to be seen with in broad daylight?
Why, of course he took strange women home, but I don't think...
Then it's settled. This man's cause of death wasn't in his glass. It was whatever tainted ink he decided to dip his pen into. You heard it right here, folks. This poor sap died of syphilis.
Detective Self, honestly.
Now, Miss Holloway, you'll solve a case one day. Till then, what do you say we throw back a couple of old fashions?
You can't be serious.
Oh, you're right. Ladies don't drink whiskey. Horace, serve me an old-fashioned and get the gal here a glass of your smoothest Chardonnay.
Join us next week when Detective Self searches for the suspect in the attack in the spook house.
Some guy dressed in a mummy costume jumped out of the corner and attacked my boyfriend.
My balls, they hurt!
It's a shame someone had to spoil the festivities for you two. I've always loved the spook house. The scariest was at my grandmother's place. It was full of smoke with cats, mice, and cockroaches clattering every which way. Once we thought we found a corpse, but it was really just our granddad playing dead so Granny would leave him alone. What fond memories it left on my childhood.
Until next time, remember, sometimes the biggest mystery right in front of our face is our own reflection.